This morning, 7:31. This week, Wake Forest University is hosting a symposium on food as the soul of a community, but especially Black communities. Joining us now to discuss this event is Associate Professor Derek Hicks. Derek, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good, very early morning to you.
Yes, early morning. We appreciate your time here. So I know this symposium is titled Hearth and Table, Culture and Cultivation and Food Access in Black Communities. Can you explain the title, the inspiration behind this event?
Sure. Of Hearth and Table, I wanted the event, or at least the title, to convey the beauty of the history of cooking around the hearth. That is connected to African-American culinary expression from enslavement and, through the contemporary time. And the table, what happens around the table, fellowship around the table, the struggle to put food on the table, all of those things are conveyances that I wanted the title to articulate. This will be an event that will be unique in that it will bring together scholars, chefs, restaurateurs, farmers, advocates for food access in urban communities. But it'll also include at least 3 James Beard Award winners and nominees. So I'm really excited to bring this to our public.
Definitely an exciting event. I know it's going to end with that keynote talk featuring Dr. Jessica Harris, author of an award-winning book and recent Netflix series, High on the Hog, which is so cool. Why is she important in this conversation, and what are you most looking forward to hearing from her?
Dr. Jessica B. Harris, she is, most of the folks that I invited to this event made reference to her as a mentor, either, by intimate connection or just through reading her book. And High on the Hog is a magnum opus text. It offers us an understanding of the importance of African-American foodways as a journey from West Africa to across the Atlantic, to the Atlantic world, and ultimately to what we understand as the United States. And so it's an important book in that it not just establishes what is important about African-American food culture to African Americans. What it does is it articulates the importance of that culture to the United States as a whole. Foodstuffs that are commonplace to us, in essence, we find out through her work, have their starting point on West African shores, like rice from Senegal and Gambia. So it's an important work in that way. It's expressed beautifully, and I think everyone is going to be in for a treat when they hear her speak, not only about her experience, but about her thinking and research about the history of African American food culture.
Definitely. Like you said, so many important pieces of this conversation, including the person who will be speaking with Dr. Harris. We're told she's a part of a new generation of chefs, culinary stars emerging in African-American foodways. Can you share more of her story and the role that she has in this event?
Yes, Gabrielle Etienne is also in the Netflix documentary, but she is a cultural chef. She's a cultural preserver. She's a cultural producer. She also follows traditional food cultural practices of gathering around the table. She has these beautiful fall or autumn equinox dinners that she offers every fall. But she also works through her nonprofit to supply food for those who are in need. So it's just a wonderful vibrancy and a kind of a generational conversation between Jessica B. Harris, and Gabrielle Etienne, because I think what they will be able to draw out in that conversation is not just the importance of the production of food, but the importance of what food means in disclosing one's identity, in meaning making, and in all the ways that we think about our cultural production of food. They will show us how language plays a part in how we disclose it together, and how we share the food as being important, and how it lifts the burdens off of people's backs, not only by nourishing their flesh, but also nourishing their spirits. So I think it's going to be a wonderful conversation.
Well, you just hit on my last question of what really you wanted people to get from that conversation. So I'm going to get to the information of how people can be a part of this. Thank you so much again for joining us on this early Saturday morning. We do appreciate your time. So that symposium begins 9 a.m. Friday. We'll wrap up again with that keynote conversation between Dr. Jessica B. Harris and then Gabrielle Etienne. That is at 6 p.m. in the Porter Byram Welcome Center Auditorium. Thank you again.